Hello everyone and welcome to Sunburned Albino plays Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony episode 35. Things are really heating up here. And I'm, as engrossed in the story as I've ever been. I'll start here. Alright, I'm going to inspect every single piece of evidence here. So, we have somebody dead in the hydraulic press. It's not clear whether it's who it is. Whether it's Kaito or Kokichi. It does have to be one of them since everybody else is here. The purple sleeve on the jacket is a bit of a dead giveaway, but it's also way too convenient. I think somebody placed that jacket there. Whether it was Kaito himself, or whether it was Kokichi, or whether it's, I don't know. It does not seem like Kaito's who's dead. It really doesn't seem that way to me. Let's look at the clothing. There's a sleeve sticking out of the press. It's definitely Kaito's coat sleeve. In that case, the victim must be... I don't want to do it, but I have to raise the press to inspect the body. Yes, do it! Where's the press operation panel? These controls move the hydraulic press. It can go up, down, and stop. I should be able to use the up button to raise the press and check the body. I don't want to see a crushed body no matter who it is, but I have to do it. I have to know. What if there's no body? I mean, well, there has to be a body, otherwise a body discovery announcement wouldn't play. But I made up my mind, took a breath, and pressed the button. Huh? It's not moving. I pressed the button a few more times, but the press still wouldn't move.
Why?
Strange. It moved when I pressed it last time. After looking around the press, I found... The power cord is cut. I see. There's no power, so the hydraulic press won't move. This can't be coincidence. The power cord was cut on purpose. This must be the work of the culprit. Exactly. In that case, we won't be able to check the body. I'm honestly a little relieved, but I shouldn't say that out loud. I should take another look at the controls. There must be some clue here. In addition to the control buttons, there's an emergency stop button. The press would have been stopped instantly if you used this. Well, if the culprit were planning this murder, they'd have no use for it. What concerns me more is the safety function. That's right, this hydraulic press should have had a safety function. If the infrared sensor detects a living thing, the press stops automatically. Well, it didn't stop when Kibo tried before. If the sensor detected a person, the safety should have stopped the press automatically. Stop automatically, huh? Safety function has been added. Yeah, that is interesting. This is Exisal green. There's an Exisal right in the middle of the hangar. The hatch is open as well. The cockpit is exposed. So this is how it looks on the inside, huh? It's small, but big enough for one person.
Oh?
Huh? The hatch is open? How strange! Only the Monocubs can turn off the electronic lock and open the hatch.
Huh?
Only the Monocubs can open the hatch?
Yeah.
Normally the Monocubs are the only ones who can pilot the Exisals.
Well...
Normally being the key word. Because of that electro hammer thingy, the electronic lock is all screwed up. Have you mentioned this to anyone else? Nope, no one's asked me about it either. And even if I had been asked, it would have been irrelevant information to you anyway. An electronic lock on the hatch that only the Monocubs can disable. Which must be why only the Monocubs can control the Exisals. But if you could disable the lock, you could control the Exisal. Okay, so somebody took a electro hammer and disabled the lock so they could get inside it for some reason. Let's look at the operation panel. It's a panel that controls the alarm system and electric barrier. I don't see any reason to turn them back on, though. Well, obviously, but... I wanted to see if they were tampered with. Like, remember the panel on the outside was pretty scratched up with a sharp implement. could have been a knife. Like, Maki had a knife. But it was also, it could have also been like an exisal claw, now that I'm seeing these claws that I didn't notice before. The red exisal was completely still.
Hey, Shuichi.
Shuichi, it's dangerous there. If you go near that thing, you might get torn apart. No, it shouldn't move anymore. Not without the Monokubs or Kokichi. So it's just a pile of scrap then.
Hey!
Jeez, don't scare me like that.
My magic.
Maybe I should just tear this hunk of junk apart with my magic. But I suppose that if Kokichi was alive, he could move it at any time by remote. Eek, why didn't you say so sooner? That is, if Kokichi is alive. But that remote control Kokichi has for the Exisals, what is it exactly? Does he have that because he's the mastermind? It looks like a machine used to paint Exisals. It smells kind of like paint thinner. It looks the same as before, probably not related to the case. Alright, we examined a bit of clothing, but now we have to examine the press itself. The hydraulic press is down, and there's blood in the area. If we use this to lift up the hydraulic press, we should be able to check the body, but the power cord has been cut. The press won't move. In that case, we won't be able to check the body. This looks like a car wash. I imagine it's for cleaning the Exisals. It doesn't look like it's been used in a while. I don't see any clues. Let's look at the toilet. This is the bathroom. Now that I think about it... No, I'm locked up in this bathroom, but Kokichi's just outside that door. This is the place where Kaito was imprisoned. Kaito might have left some kind of clue here.
No.
No, he didn't leave anything. He might not be dead. Anyway, I should investigate inside. Oh, I just noticed that trail of blood. So somebody got hit in the head, then dragged over to the hydraulic press, and then put inside. So maybe the safety function only works on alive people. Maybe it detects a heartbeat, or something of that nature. A blood stain. A puddle of blood in the center of the room, and a swipe pattern from there to the door. What could this mean? What could this mean? Even someone who's not a detective is like, oh, they were dragged. Oh! Ah, this case. Oh, what's in that black case over there? As if backing away from the conversation, Kaito headed to the far shelf. What's in it? Is it some kind of weapon? This is the case from before, right? Large black case. So Kaito was planning something. He was planning to take Kokichi out with an arrow. With a crossbow. There are arrows on the floor of the bathroom. 3 in total. And blood on all of them. What is this? What happened here? 3 arrows has been added. A crossbow? This is... one of the crossbows from Maki's lab. Why is this here? Crossbow has been added. Glass bottle. There's a small bottle in the corner of the bathroom. It's empty.
If I remember
I
correctly...
feel like I've seen this before. The label has blood all over it. I can't read it completely, but I can see the word poison.
Could it be...
And if it is poison, this bottle must be taken from my lab. I don't know who brought this here, but it definitely has something to do with this case. We got a glass bottle of poison. We've got 3 arrows with blood tips on them. But were they shot from the crossbow? Or were they just stabbed into somebody without the crossbow? Where's the bathroom window? Oh, it's right there. A A small window for ventilation. This is the same window from before. It's a small window and it doesn't open all the way. No one would be able to fit through here.
Well,
I suppose if someone could fit through, Kaito would have escaped by now. Perhaps it's too small for a person, but an object could fit through. Bathroom window has been added. Alright, I finished investigating the bathroom. There were more clues than I thought there'd be, and one is particularly concerning. Why is the crossbow from Maki's lab in here? And the 3 bloody arrows. Those arrows are definitely for the crossbow, but why are all 3 bloodied? I think that's some false evidence right there. And that bottle of poison, what could that have been used for? There's still so much I don't know. This case looks like it's going to be tricky.
What?
What? I don't want to talk to you right now, okay? The way you are now, you might start accusing people because you can't believe Kaito's death.
no.
No, that's not...
Yeah.
I don't want to hear your excuses or anything else. Just don't talk to me. If you keep bugging me,
Huh?
I'll give you afro hair with my magic. She's awfully stubborn. Is she that suspicious of everything now? Or is there a reason she doesn't want to talk to anyone? That's right, we never looked at this. What is this? A bloodstain? There's a faint trail of blood leading to the press. A swipe pattern as if dragged. It looks as if it's coming from the bathroom. This bloodstain suggests something was dragged from the bathroom to the press. Oh, there's still things to investigate here. Well, we already talked to somebody, didn't we? The Monokuma file this time barely has any information in it at all.
Okay.
Yeah, it won't be of much use to us.
Jeez.
It's so useless, he probably shouldn't have even gone out of his way to give it to us.
That's
It's
nice.
fine, it's fine. A mascot's appearance at a murder scene brings a sense of relief and peace of mind. Ah, he popped out.
Jeez.
What an attention hug. Of course I want attention. I'm the mascot, for crying out loud.
Hey.
And yet, I've appeared fewer times than that plain Jane Samugi over there. It'd be false advertising if I didn't appear as often as I can, you know. Advertising? What advertising?
No.
Ignore it. Let's just focus on the investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there is not still more things. What? What else do you want? We had the hydraulic press. We examined the operation panel. We examined the painting machine. We examined the washing machine. We left the bathroom. We examined Exisol Green, the operation panel, and Exisol Red. Oh, what's that? What is that back there? It won't let me look at it. Oh, nothing. I suppose. Do you need me to go to the toilet again? Bottle, traces of blood, the crossbow arrow, crossbow, black case, and window. Those are all the things. The monitor, like... It's a monitor for communicating with us. Body discovery announcement means the mastermind is still alive, but I still don't believe Kaito is dead. Yeah, dog, that's it. That's it for in here. I'll look at it again. Yeah, it's got nothing to do with the case. No, there's not. Do you need me to look at the press operation panel again? Power cord is cut. With no power, the press won't move. That was done intentionally, so we can't check the body. And there's an emergency stop button. The press would have been stopped instantly while the culprit would have been used for it. It concerns me more as a safety function. Yeah. None of that's working out.
Shut up!
I don't... Do we look at the painting machine again? Yeah, it's not related to the case. We already did the washing machine. What else is back here? We already looked at Exisal Red. Do it again, I guess. I do not understand. I don't understand at all. Do we look at bits of clothing? Because we already did. Oh! Excuse me. I need you... No. Record of the conversation. How do you do it? There's a way. There's a way to, like, go back in the dialogue. It's like... backlog. Okay. What is it again? So that only the sleeve remains? What's this? The sleeve has a single small hole in it. A hole in the sleeve, what could this be? Where they crush completely, so only the sleeve remains, alright. Kaito's coat has been added. A hole in the sleeve would have been made by an arrow. I suppose that's about all the information I could deduce from the hydraulic press. I can't check the body, so I don't have many clues to work with. I'll have to find more clues elsewhere. That's about all I can investigate. There's still questions, truth is still far to reach, and I still can't deduce who the victim is. Need more clues, I should investigate other areas. I should start with the areas around the hangar. Alright, let's do that. I had already looked at Kaito's sleeve, they just had a second thing for it. The alarm system is off. It must still be affected by the electro bomb.
All right.
I should investigate this place thoroughly. There must be some clues around here. This is the control panel that controls the electric barrier protecting the hangar. We hit it with an electro hammer, so it isn't operational right now.
That's true.
That's right. What are these marks here? It looks as if it's been struck by something sharp. What could these be? Wait, how were they even able to damage this in the first place? Getting near the control panel should cause the alarm to go off. You have to turn off the alarm before you even get close. So how did the person who did this get near the control panel? This strikes me as, First of all, if this crime was committed last night, which is probably the case. I don't think it was done this morning. Because last night was when the last Exisal was seen entering the shutter. I think there was somebody in that Exisal as it entered the shutter. And they crushed the operation panel, or whatever, for reasons that I'm not sure of, but, you know. Phew. I think I'm starting to feel a little better now. I'm sorry to worry you, Shuichi.
Okay.
I was a bit worried. I'm glad you're feeling better. There was something I needed to ask Kibo.
Hey!
Hey, Kibo. Before you went into the hangar this morning, you said... So I went to the hangar last night and tried to talk to him. You tried to talk to him on your own? I'm sorry, I thought it would be preferable for him to release Kaido peacefully. How did it go? It went about as well as I expected. There was no response at all. but I did witness a few things.
Uh,
You said that you witnessed a few things. What exactly did you see? Ah, yes. Since we were in a hurry, I only told you about the exosol returning to the hangar.
Okay.
Yes, you said the exosols could pass through the alarm system and barrier to the hangar.
Yes.
I never imagined something like this would happen, so I didn't mention it before. But before I saw the exosol, I saw someone heading toward the hangar.
Huh?
You saw someone? I saw Himiko.
I was in my lab trying to think of what I should write to convince Kokichi. That's when I saw her walking toward the hangar, clutching something in her hands. I think it was a black bag. A black bag?
At the time, I assumed she was going there to examine things or plead with Kokichi. And since she came back later, I didn't think much of it. But after seeing her reaction this morning, I started to get a little suspicious. Well, what? What did you see?
Why?
She was acting like she had something to hide. It's not that I want to suspect
You're
her.
right.
True, it is suspicious.
Hey!
You said you saw her come back as well. Was she holding the bag at that
Well-
time? Now that I think about it, she didn't. So she had it coming in, but not leaving. It has to be. That black bag Himiko was carrying was... By the way, this is a little off topic, Shuichi, but...
Huh?
Huh? What is it?
As I thought.
The reason I wasn't feeling well may have been due to the electro bomb.
But
It was because of the electromagnetic particles, not because I'm a robot. So what I experienced was akin to an allergic reaction, such as hay fever.
which means...
So it could have affected a human the same way. Being a robot had nothing to do with it.
Okay.
Right, that must be it. So that thing Himiko said was bothering him. He really is a bit too sensitive. Keep it as a count. Well, if she dropped off the bag to Kaito, he's the only one who would request something as specific as that. He's the only one who has history with the crossbow and stuff itself, unless something was done at Maki's request. But why lie about it? That's right, we gotta check these guys out. The exosol isn't showing any signs of moving. If Kokichi is alive, he can use his remote control to move them as he pleases. But that remote control Kokichi has for the exosols, what is it exactly? Does he have that because he's the mastermind? Okay, just wanted to make sure that they were all the same dialogue. Hello. There's an electro hammer here, but why? And it's out of power. It must have been used. But used for what?
Well, you know...
But be careful. The electro hammer runs out of battery pretty quickly. So if you use it against an exosol, it'll run out of juice with just one shot, got it? That makes me suspect
I remember
Maki.
correctly.
At least she's the only one who arrived without an electro hammer. She said she didn't need it because she doesn't want to use a weapon she's not comfortable with, but she wouldn't have wanted to show up with one that was drained. We know that for certain. Used electro hammer has been added. I remember the sight I saw yesterday. Exosol's protecting Monokuma for some reason. Kokichi said he was the mastermind. The Exosols should have been around him. So why were they still protecting Monokuma? And 4 of them too. I suppose I was so caught up thinking about Kokichi I ignored Monokuma. Pay attention! Listen up! Take heed, I say! Monokuma? It's just, I noticed that you came this way last night, Shuichi. Huh? You were acting all sneaky, weren't you? Like a teenage boy trying to creep into the adult movie section of the video store. But you didn't need to sneak around, because the Exosols wouldn't have attacked you. What are you saying? We didn't have to sneak? Cause everyone's coming to rent adult movies, so in a way, everyone going there is the same. No, not that. I meant about the Exosols not attacking us. Oh, at the time the Exosols were on autopilot and directed to only observe me.
Hey.
Their movements are more limited now that the Monocubs aren't around to pilot them. Autopilot? You mean the remote control that Kokichi has?
Well.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So the Exosols were being controlled by Kokichi's remote control. But they were focusing on Monokuma?
Hey!
Why are you telling me all of this? This puts the person controlling you at a disadvantage.
Hey,
But we're not talking about that. We're talking about this.
Yeah.
Even if it puts someone at a disadvantage, the class trial must always be fair. The person who shared that info with me didn't seem interested in sharing it with you guys.
Hey.
So you share it instead. That way it'll be fair to all the participants. So someone else besides me knows this. Why wouldn't they share this information?
Okay.
Okay, that's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
By the way, renting movies is so old school. It's more thrilling to illegally download them.
Psycho!
It's like trying not to get caught by a big game hunter while holding your breath during sex. This information about the Exosols could be a clue to solving this case. I should remember this. Exosols protecting Monokuma has been added. Is there anything else around here? Nope. Okay. Just checking the ground. I've investigated thoroughly inside. I should check around the hangar now. This is inside. What are you talking about? Oh, but should we investigate the window from this side? This is the bathroom window. This is the hangar's only window. It's not possible to fit through. That means the only way to get into this hangar is through the shutter. Oh, perhaps we should ask Himiko about what Kibo just brought forth. The hangar's shutter. There's a security alarm here. You have to use the alarm remote to disable it to get near the shutter. If you come near the shutter without the remote, a loud alarm would go off around the entire academy. We had to use an electro bomb to disable the sensor and the alarm. That's how we got into the hangar. It's not exactly a bomb, though. Even if it is called an electro bomb, it jams electronic signals. Yeah, you already said all that. Any and all, be completely disabled, perfect for secret activities, doesn't leave any debris behind. The invention is extraordinary, but I only have 3 of them, so I need to use them carefully. Maybe Maki pickpocketed one more than she said she did. Now that I think about it, there were 3 electro bombs total. One was stolen by Maki, but what of the other 2? Electro bomb has been added. That's all I was concerned with in the hangar, but I still don't have enough clues. There have to be more. The other places that might yield some clues are Maki's lab and my lab, the crossbow in the bathroom, the bottle of poison.
All right.
I should also inspect the 3 exosols that were protecting Monokuma. Okay, yeah, I'll do that too. I mean, I just tried to do that, but all you had was some garden variety nonsense dialogue. Don't be time gating my investigation here. What exactly did I witness here? I know for certain that the exosols are being controlled by Kokichi's remote control, but why were they focusing on Monokuma? Okay, that's not much of an investigation, I have to say. Oh, can I just leave? Oh, it won't let me fast travel anywhere. Perhaps we're still not done in here for some reason? Oh no, we're done. Oh, we can fast travel some places, I guess. Let's start with Maki's lab. feel as though there are less weapons here than I remember. Alright, everyone's here. I hope you're all ready. Are those weapons? So you went to my lab yesterday to find weapons to use against Monokuma. It's because Kaito had them. I feel as though there are less weapons. Yeah, we just did that. Alright. Black case. As I suspected, there are 2 black bags here, identical to the one in the hangar. They're cases for the crossbows. The crossbows are inside, but disassembled.
No.
It looks as if they don't even fit in the case unless they're disassembled. But there are 2. When I was here with Kaito before, there were 3 of them. And I'm sure that Kaito didn't have a crossbow with him.
That's true.
In that case, the crossbow in the hangar must have come from here, which means someone must have brought it to the hangar from here. But it's fairly difficult to put together the crossbow. I don't believe you'd be able to do it unless Maki taught you.
No.
I'll think more about that later. For now, I need to investigate. Crossbow's been updated, nice. Here's the thing about the hole in Kaito's sleeve, is that he doesn't wear that sleeve. He always has his arm, like, under it, and then his left side, or right side, is just flowing naturally for some reason. Which I don't actually mind that, it's like a fashion thing. We're missing a pistol. Look at all these guns. Even if they're all airsoft guns, it's a remarkable sight. Well, they don't seem to care that we're missing one. Maybe that was one of them. Kaito used one of them. Or brought, you know, when he brought all the weapons and stuff. Okay, 4th floor. I mean, 5th floor. You know what I'd really enjoy? I'd really love to be able to get into Rantaro's lab. That bottle of poison in the hangar. I need to confirm that it came from here. There are several bottles of poison lined up here. I haven't seen any poison outside of this lab, so the small bottle of poison I found must have come from here. Huh? There's a little less liquid inside this bottle than the others. The label says Strike 9 poison. This poison takes some time to spread, but even a small amount of it can be lethal. I can't imagine that there's a smaller amount in this bottle for no reason. This must be a clue. Poison has been added. Oh, we got small glass bottles here. There are a bunch of bottles on top of the desk. Did someone take them out? These bottles say antidote. Antidotes, huh? I didn't know these were here. According to the labels, each bottle is only 1 dose, and each one only works on a specific poison.
Well,
I suppose that makes sense. There are plenty different kinds of poison, so that must be true for antidotes. Strike 9 poison and antidotes. That is disconcerting. None of these antidotes are for the Strike 9 poison. They're all for different poisons. What could that mean?
alright.
Alright, I've investigated this room thoroughly. I didn't find any evidence to suggest Kaito isn't dead. On the contrary, there's plenty of evidence to suggest Kokichi isn't dead. Monokuma is still moving around, and the killing game hasn't ended. And Kaito's clothes were in the hydraulic press. Which means the victim must be...
No.
No, it's too soon to be thinking like that. If I investigate a little more, I'll find something. There's still time. I should head back to the hangar. Perhaps I missed something. I should check again. Alright. Perhaps the reason Kaito's sick is because he was poisoned, but like, what kind of poison was it? And also, if there's no antidote for it, that's not, I guess. And they won't let us fast travel yet, so I assume we have to leave this room first. Somebody gonna ambush me outside? Nope. Alright, I'm level 59, which makes no difference at all. What else would we need to investigate here? Look at these. Yeah. Just, you know, clues that didn't previously lead to clues could possibly lead to clues later. I'd like to, like, leave now. I don't want to investigate the shutter. Yeah. And we need to talk to Himiko again. Oh, Maki's here.
Shuichi!
Oh, Shuichi, can you come with me?
What happened?
Is something wrong? I found something strange in the bathroom. Please hurry! He shouted quickly and ran into the bathroom. What are you talking about, Kibo? I mean, we already looked in there. Oh, that's new.
Hey!
Kibo, what are you looking at?
Yes.
Take a look at this.
Huh?
These are Kokichi's clothes? It's soaked and wrinkled, but there's no doubt these are Kokichi's.
But...
Where did you find this? I didn't see it when I was investigating the bathroom. And why are they soaked? Well, the toilet seemed clogged, so I reached my hand down the drain and pulled out these clothes. It looks like they couldn't be flushed all the way. Couldn't be flushed all the way. Why were these clothes in the toilet in the first place?
Yeah.
Yes, it was very brave of me, and thanks to that, I managed to find an important clue. Now, Shuichi, please investigate as much as you want.
Okay.
Yeah. Clogging the toilet, huh? But this isn't the time to hesitate. Kokichi's clothes found in the bathroom. If they were found in the toilet, someone must have tried to flush them. But who would do that?
What's the matter?
Is something the matter? Please investigate.
Okay.
Okay. The ultimate detective can't stop here. This has to be an important clue. Alright. I made up my mind, grabbed Kokichi's soaked clothes, and spread them open. Huh? There's a small hole in the back. And another small hole on the sleeve. This is about the same size as the one on Kaito's sleeve. There are traces of blood around the holes too. What does this mean? It could mean that he was attacked. In that case...
No.
There's a chance Kokichi was the one crushed in the hydraulic press.
Thank you.
Kibo, thank you. Thank you, this is a very important clue.
Well...
Oh, I'm happy I was able to help, but I must decline shaking that hand of yours.
No.
Your hands aren't clean either, though. Kokichi's clothes has been added. But if Kokichi was the one crushed in the hydraulic press, where did Kaito go? Why not show himself? And why is this game still going even though the mastermind is dead? If this is awkward, Shuichi, I can leave and give you some privacy. You're concerned about that? Kibo and I washed our hands in the sink and left the bathroom. Maki, why is it so easy for you to believe Kaito is dead?
What?
You and Kibo both look more refreshed now. Refreshing each other in the boys' bathroom. Even now, you can't help yourselves, huh?
That's true.
This is all Himiko's imagination, but I don't even want to touch that right now.
All right.
Now that we're out of the bathroom, we can get a lot more thinking done.
Okay.
Right. Hey, it's almost time for the class trial to start, right? Was no one able to find Kokichi? I wonder. I haven't heard from anyone.
I see.
I wonder where he went off to. Did he disappear? He can't still be in the hangar. Or under there.
Could it be?
Shuichi, do you think the one who died was Kokichi? Huh?
Seems like...
I mean, your face says you want to think that.
It's plain to see.
But I think that's just plain impossible. Kokichi's been manipulating us all from the start. I can't believe someone like that could be killed by Kaito.
Huh?
Of course, I don't mean to compliment Kokichi or make fun of Kaito or anything.
Okay.
I know, you're probably right. Tsurugi has a good point. I still don't have enough clues to conclude that Kokichi died, but I'm certain that one of them must have. Kokichi's disappearance has been added, and that's it.
It's about that time. That's right. It's time for the class trial, where hope and despair meet head-on. Please proceed to the Shrine of Judgment in the courtyard and head to the trial grounds. Everyone needs to be there. Got it? Anyone who's absent will be swiftly and permanently punished.
What if both Kaito and Kokichi are under that press?
I wonder what kind of despair awaits you this time.
But there's only one trail of blood. I didn't really see signs of a struggle anywhere. Everyone needs to be there. That means Kokichi or Kaito, whoever is alive will be there.
Then...
At the trial, we'll know who the victim is. Alright, so usually this was where I would end it, and then, do the trials in the next episode. But I think we can, like, before the actual trial starts, we can do all this stuff that, like, where you gather there and whatnot. Oh my god, find it already! Where is it? Jesus. It's so annoying having to cycle through. This is not a good way to do menus.
Huh?
This isn't everyone, right? Kaito and Kokichi aren't here.
What's the point?
I bet Kokichi is already there.
You
As the
bastard.
mastermind of the killing game, he's waiting for us to arrive.
No.
We don't know that yet. There's still a chance Kaito is alive.
You wanna die?
Cut it out. Do you want to die? Maki,
Well,
this is a battle between hope and despair. If I show any weakness like you are, then I know I'll lose to despair. Lose to despair.
you don't know?
6 of us will participate, and 1 of us will die after this class trial. Then only 5 will be left. Only 5. That's right. We're the only ones left.
That's obvious.
But we can't lose to despair. Even if we have no future, we need to win. That is the whole point of this class trial. I will defeat Kokichi no matter what I have to sacrifice. No matter what she has to sacrifice? Are you sure about that, Maki? Is that what you call hope? I know that we can't lose to despair, but something is wrong. Something doesn't feel right. I wonder what Kaito would say at a time like this. What would he say to us? If it was Kaito... Ramba. We never got to ask Himiko about Kibo's witnessing her stuff. I suppose we'll have to deal with it during the trial. We didn't say a word to one another. Silent as a tomb, we stepped into those open doors. We had lost the will to live, knowing what we know about the outside world. But somehow, despite that despair, we had found a new reason to live. To win the battle between hope and despair. But now, what do we know? We don't know what hope means to us anymore. What is hope? A burden you bear? As those thoughts pierced my mind, I suddenly stopped. I can't think about things like that anymore. The only thing I need to think about is survival.
That's nice.
A battle like this takes me back. After all, hope and despair are natural enemies. Yes, this is truly a magnificent theme. Only esteemed works of fiction have themes as magnificent as this.
Why?
Anyway, where's Kokichi? Why isn't he here? Maki was right. The person who should be here isn't. Well, I'll tell you once the trial starts.
What?
What's going on? What are you scheming now? It doesn't matter what Kokichi is scheming.
We must
This
do
is the final battle between hope and despair. It all ends here. Kokichi can twist and violate the rules all he likes, but we'll never give up. Hope will never submit to despair. Oh, for the love of... No rules have been violated. Not on my watch, you know? Whatever, hurry up and start. We'll end it with this class trial. We'll defeat the remnants of despair no matter what. So get ready.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it. Now let's get started. It's like for sure pretty much now that both Kaito and Kokichi are dead. Mix equal parts life and death, add a dash of lies and truth, bake it in fires of conflict, and when it's golden brown and bubbling, you have yourself a truly decadent class trial. And once more, we faced a class trial. Was the one who died Kaito or Kokichi? I can't say for certain, but I still believe Kaito wouldn't die so easily. I don't know why I believe that so strongly. But I will fight to prove it. I will fight with everyone. To grasp the hope on the other side of this truth. I will fight. I will fight in this trial of truth and lies. It seems to me like Kaito enlisted Himiko to help him out, bringing him stuff. I don't know why he'd pick Himiko, but... Or maybe Himiko just did it by herself and was just like, oh, you know, hey, Kaito, I thought... But she wouldn't even know about the crossbow. This all had to have Maki's fingerprint on it. What I'm thinking is, like, Maki... Because there was pushback on her, like, not being able to kill him. Although, never mind, actually, because that was in the morning. And this all happened at night, still, almost certainly. I think Kaito had his own plan to kill Kokichi. I don't know about kill, necessarily, but, like, to, you know, to wound him, take him out, or whatever. And then... I think he had to have had somebody, like, looking through antidotes to try and figure out, because he was poisoned or whatever. So then, it seems to me like maybe he succumbed to poison, like, after he killed Kokichi. So they both kind of ended up dead in the bathroom, and then Maki went to check, or somebody went to check, and found them both there. And then kind of hid them. But then, I don't know, if there's no culprit, what does that mean? Let's look at skills. We should have, what's Maki's thing? Maki had a special thing. Neural deliberation, delusion. Financing, right? Increases the amount of monocoins obtained after class trials. I don't need that. Because we already have the thing that we need. 32 of 59. We can put a lot more slots in here. Okay, Mind's Eye reveals V points, don't care. Silences all conversations except those the reticle is on. Don't need that, that would screw me. Librarian's Glare instantly silences loud voices. No, I think that would be good. Yeah, let's put that in. The keyword in the first speaker's argument will be shown from the start. Okay, so we get to instantly, I guess. Oh, but we don't have that one. We still have to perch, even though we have slots. Yeah, okay. The entire screen will light up more frequently. Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely give me that. Okay. And is there anything else we have that we don't need to buy? I suppose not, besides financing, but we're not even close to being able to have that be a thing. Okay, yeah. That's gonna do it for this episode, because I'm gonna view the handbook in the next episode while we start the trial, so I know, like, what I'm doing. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can like, share, and subscribe and whatnot, and I will see you guys